I am earning high, so I am wealthy.
If financial disciplines is not being observed,
working with smart strategies,
and you can't live rich tomorrow, what you go can't chop?
You can still enjoy every day.
So maybe you can use 30,000 inside the 50,000.
It is wrong.
That is what we are trying to say.
Hi everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm by name Lieutenant Thomas Deshier. I'm your host for today. We are diving into money math that misleads others. We are 300 level marketing department, University of Jos. Shout out to our faculty of management science. Shout out to our department of marketing. Shout out to our HOD, Dr. Robinson Bananda, our level coordinator, Mrs. Margaret Otto, our course lecturer, Mr. Martins Gomut. Let's get into it. The first myth is high salary grantee well. What's your take on this myth?
For me, I think high salary does not really guarantee wealth if financial disciplines is not being observed. Okay, what do I mean by financial discipline? That is budgeting, savings and investment. Now let's look at this example. Two persons they are working and they are earning salary, and one person is earning 30,000 and that person is earning 300,000. Now if the person earning 30,000 is able to observe financial discipline, which is the budgeting, the savings and the investment, and the other person earning 300,000 is spending recklessly, of course you can't tell me because he is earning 300,000, he is going to be more wealthier than the person observing financial discipline. Is not possible. So I think high salary can only guarantee wealth if financial discipline like budgeting, savings and investment is being observed. Thank you.
High salary can, like to some extent, high salary can really guarantee wealth, but only if the person earning high salary can use his head and think of certain ways he can boost his income through other aspects, through other ways, like by investing, like putting up investing in real estate and developing ideas and thinking. That's the only way someone can develop high wealth.
Yes.
Because wealth only comes when you do certain things like investing and so many other things. So instead, the correction to this means should be high salary with investing, developing and many other things can only guarantee wealth. So it's not only high salary, but it's a collective something. It's many other things.
So from what you're saying now, high salary guarantees wealth can be it can be both empowering and disempowering, if I'm not mistaken. Disempowering in the sense that it can make people with high salary to just relax. People with high salary, some of them might have the mindset of just relaxing and saying, I earn 500,000 naira every month. That means I'm wealthy. That is where this assumption now becomes wrong or something like that. But so and from her point it is correct that high salary guarantees wealth only when management is involved. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So if it is high salary guarantees wealth, I am earning high, so I am wealthy, it is wrong. But if it is high salary guarantees wealth in the sense that I am earning high and I'm managing my money properly, then it is right. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah. So what you are trying to say now is that a person can get wealthy only when he earns and invests what he has.
Yes, exactly.
So, the correction of this means should be like high salary with investment and development can lead to wealth.
Well,
Okay, so what we are trying to say is that it doesn't matter if you are any high or low. But what matters is if you are able to apply the principle that is applied to making wealth. So it doesn't matter if you are earning 10,000 or you are earning 100,000. But if you can manage your money, you can spend well, at the same time, you can hold on to something. That is what we are trying to say here.
All right. A quote by Chris Hogan. He said, wealth is not built by income. It's built by behavior. Let's look at this myth again that says, if you work hard, you will become rich. What's your take on this myth?
Work hard, also work smart. make smart decision, financial decisions, just as investing and savings.
To add to what she said, I don't think hard work alone can make one wealthy or successful. Okay, just like what she said, smart work, emphasis. The emphasis now, that is the correction to this myth actually, is on smart work. Okay, we have so many people working hard. Wheelbarrow pushers are hard workers. Market women are very, very extremely hard workers, but yet they just manage to live by daily. Okay, make smart financial decisions, work smartly, let your money in most cases do the work for you, not you hustling and bustling to make ends meet. That's the only way I feel that one can be successful, by making smart and wise financial decisions.
So I would say that hard work can only get you to feed yourself, like hand to mouth. It can only take you to a regular basis something. So although you need to work hard, you must work hard, but there's a time that you will have to work smart in order to establish yourself more and to gain more.
Okay, just like what he said, I think sometimes it's not really bad to actually work hard. Did you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not really hard to actually work hard, but sometimes I feel working hard, sometimes it's most people think, okay, working hard sometimes is just putting in your strength, your energy, this and that. Sometimes it's good, but it's also important we add critical thinking to it. So as you're using your energy to work, at the same time use your brain. You think smart. You think smartly. You have this problem solving ability. So that is to say, like for example now, just like what Princess said, most people, what about the people selling in the market? Are they not hardworking? They are hardworking. And those people working in offices, like white collar job, the difference is some persons are putting in the Moses, the physical ability, while some are using their brain. So we are not disqualifying the fact that we should work hard, but we are also emphasizing that work smart and work hard, and at the same time work smart.
I think I have something to say.
Okay.
So from what you said, I'm sorry, but she's trying to compare market people and white collar job. There are some people doing white collar job there that are working hard. They are not working smart. Yeah. Like they go to work from 7 to 9. That is extreme hard work. So what I'm just trying to point out is that because she was actually trying to compare market people as hard workers and people working in office as smart workers. No, for me, I don't think that is correct. There are some people working in offices that are working extremely hard. Extremely hard. Have you not seen workers that work for 35 years and they are still living in thatch roof?
Okay, now what
like they go to office.
What I'm trying to say, it's not that really I'm trying to compare the both of them.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say, like in our own logic, working hard, to us, what we think is just hard work. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Physical.
Just physical hard work. I'm not trying to compare the both together. No.
Okay.
Everybody, we all need to work hard. But it's, when we're growing up, this mentality they put in our head. It's most times we don't make use of our brain. We just focus on the physical aspect
activities.
Of it,
yes.
do you get what I'm trying to say? You need to fetch water, carry gallon, carry firewood. It's physical strength you are putting in. You get. So I'm not comparing the white collar job and the market people together. So what I'm trying to say is that it's good to work hard. Working hard in the sense, this point I'm talking about, like what I mean by that working hard is the physical strength, putting on your physical ability to work. Do you get? But even at the same time, okay, let's use us, student for example. Most of us can work very well from home because of the way we are brought up. You can fetch water, you can cook, you can do this. But how many people can really sit down and think? When we are faced with challenges, most of us go back to our parents.
Yes,
we call our parents
for help.
For help and stuff like that. You get? So it is important for us to understand that not just the hard work alone. Do you get? Not just the hard work alone. It's very important that you work very hard, and at the same time you work smart. It is using your brain and your head, your brain rather, and your hand putting your brain to work, and at the same time using your hand to execute what your brain has processed.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to compare the two together.
An example now that came to me, yeah. You remember that our mothers used to pound yam. Who was I telling that in Keke?
It was me.
Our mothers used to pound yam. That is hard work. The smart work is the machine. Just put your yam. It's just the yam pounder for you and bring it up. So that's the difference actually. The hard work is the pounding. The smart work is just allow the machine do the thing for you, and you just eat your food actually.
Okay, so I would say in a life scenario, I would say that we must work hard before you start to work smart. Because you need the effort to generate the money. It's actually money that you can use to gather the wealth. So you must work smart. You must work hard, put in the effort before you start thinking of working smart.
So I think the correction to this means should be like working smartly hard can generate.
Yeah. That's right.
It's not
That's
really
right.
just working hard. Like working hard is important, but you make working smartly hard, like using your head and working.
Vocabularies. Yes.
I also think in making smart decision, there are this decision of a financial decision. We need to take financial decision also, like assets, buying of assets, investing on assets too.
So her point is that the smart work we are talking about is like acquiring assets,
Yes.
investing,
Yes.
getting land, owning properties, and all of that. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, like this quote by Robert Kiyosaki. He once said that the poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them.
Okay, I would like to ask, if you're saying that the poor work for money and the rich have their money work for them, how then do you get the money before it works for you? Because I think it's a question that we actually need to ponder on.
This is really a very smart question. Okay, for me, I think before the money will start working for you, you have to work for the money. That is when the hard work comes in. Do you get? That is when the hard work comes. So I think it's a process. It's step by step. So maybe the first step should be the hard work. Then when you get the money, then you switch immediately to smart work.
That will now
then
build
making
wealth.
money to work for you.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Okay, so I feel that what we're trying to see now is that we're not ruling out hard work out of it.
Yes.
You first work hard before you work smart. I would also like to emphasize on working smart, because for example, a secondary school graduate, their blood is still hot and everything.
Yeah.
A guy is graduating from secondary school and he wants to make money and all of that. You can't tell him that working smart is thinking mentally. So when we're talking about working smart, I feel like we should emphasize that it is working with smart strategies. Because they may feel like using shortcuts is working smart. They can go for Yahoo or any illegal means at all, feeling like they are actually working smart. So let's just try to emphasize that hard work comes first before working smart.
Okay,
Yeah.
so working smartly hard in a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Here's another myth that says you have to leave your country to succeed. What's your take on this?
Okay, I think like success is not by location really. Some people leave this country to go to another country to start fresh, and you later find out that it's better to remain in your country, to start a business, to work smartly, to generate income, than to change location.
Just like you said, you can make it in Nigeria. Like you can make it with small money, or even with pure water, biscuits, sweet, everything, and you can make it. But if you are smart, or if you want quick money, like dollar, you have to travel out so that you make it fast.
Okay, you just mentioned that to make quick money, you have to go abroad. But I don't think that is the case, because the gift is in you.
Yeah.
It's not something that has to do with your surroundings. So you can make the best use of what you have with where you are. And then you also talked about doing business probably with foreign currency. We have cryptocurrencies. we have online bitcoins and all of that you can easily trade with it, even if you're in the village.
Yeah.
You just it's just the mindset. Yes, exactly. You don't have to travel abroad. I feel like you can actually do whatever you want to do, as far as it's your idea, it's your gift, it's your own opinion. So I feel like you can actually make do with what you have, with where you are. Yeah.
So, if I understood what you all was saying, so what you are trying to say is you mustn't have to leave your location to make it. Like, so what the correction I came up with is should be like, you should see opportunities where you are.
Thank you.
To be able to succeed or to be wealthy. So you being here, you can see opportunities and get wealthy. You going anywhere you want to go, you can still see, like, you finding more opportunities to get wealthy. So it doesn't depend on your location or anything. So anywhere you can get ideas and become wealthy and work with. It depends on what and everything. So
Okay, Miles Morrow once said, "You were not born to migrate, you were born to dominate." Success is not found in location, but in your purpose.
Correct.
Like this myth that says, without high-level qualification, entrepreneurship isn't achievable. What's your take on this?
Well, for me, I will say that you do not need a degree to become an entrepreneur. Example, Dangote. I'm not sure he had. In fact, he didn't even go to secondary school before making it in life. So one does not need degree or necessarily go to school or blah 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 before you become an entrepreneur. Just like what Mr. Martins, our lecturer, taught us. So you know that entrepreneurship isn't about doing something. It's about doing it differently. Okay, it's about how you do what you do. Okay, just provide value, but do it in a unique way that is different from everybody. And then creativity. Sorry, to be an entrepreneurship, actually, you need creativity, and you do not learn creativity in school.
Yeah.
We don't learn how to be creative in school. So yes, so it doesn't. That myth is actually not correct, as we all know. You don't need degree to be an entrepreneur. You need creativity, and creativity is not gotten from schoolwork. Of course, we know that already.
Yes, to be an entrepreneur, you have to use your brain. You have to be smart. Because you have to do business. You do even a little business at home. Even anywhere, you can do it. Yeah, at home, you can do business. That's entrepreneur. No more that you have certificate first, so you do something. Even secondary school, primary school, you can do a business, you can do anything. So you have to be smarter.
Okay.
You have to be smart.
Just to add to what Princess said, entrepreneurship is open to everybody, but it's just depending on our mindset. And just like our lecturer taught us, Mr. Martins, he said entrepreneurship is all about creativity, innovation, and adding value. So it's not necessarily mean that you have to have a qualification before you can become an entrepreneur. You can have, what you need is the right mindset, and then the ability to be creative, innovative, and adding value to the community where you are, wherever you find yourself. So I think that should be the number one stuff. You can have the qualification and you are not creative, you are not innovative, you cannot add value. That does not mean that because you have the qualification, you went to school, that will not qualify you to be an entrepreneur. Just like she said, how did Dangote started? We have so many people who are into business today who are really, really successful. Most of them, they don't even go to school. Some persons will even tell you that they stopped in primary school, and yet they are actually doing exploits when it comes to the area of business. So I think it's not really based on qualification. You can get qualification along the way. You can actually try to improve on what you know, but it's not really based that qualification really must be there. So I think this is my opinion on it.
The point is, without certificates, you cannot do entrepreneur. I don't think that's a good mindset, because for most people, it will kill their dreams, because most of us, it's not everybody that has opportunity to go to school or to get formal education. There are actually arts, there are crafts that people learn in their homes. There's bead making, there's catering, and there are a lot of successful people that are using these crafts, you understand? Yeah. So you don't really have to have a formal certificate. Like Vicky said, you can go for formal education later when you can afford it. But it doesn't have to kill your dream, and it will just make you feel relaxed. Like, since I didn't go to school, then I cannot achieve anything in this life. So I don't think that's a good mindset.
What I would say, you see, for example, you see the richest men in just here, Nigeria, just Plateau State. You see them using name of the person as street. Like, for example, my grandfather Zololo. He says Bochro Zololo, because it's not mean that maybe he rich because he's using business. Just like Dangote example, it's business they're making. But so many of them that on the street, they will call their name, the richest person in Plateau State. That not that they will go to school though, they're just rich because they are making business.
Okay, so according to her point, she's saying that entrepreneurship is not, you must not really go to school, and it's something that is like a skill. So my question is entrepreneurship for everybody, and is entrepreneurship an interpersonal skill?
Anyone with the right mindset and skills can start entrepreneurship and can benefit from that. It's not by your level of education, it's not by that, but by the right mindset and skills, you can achieve what you want.
So you're just trying to say it's for everybody.
Yes.
For everybody with the mindset.
So entrepreneurship can be an interpersonal skill. Like, to say that some people are born with it.
Yeah.
Normally, everybody has a gift, and some people have the gift of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But it can be also a skill. I can learn it. So everyone is capable of learning. Some people, because an entrepreneur is someone who innovates, like create things from the beginning and can add value to something. Like what our course lecturer said, that entrepreneurs are not born, but they are made. Yeah. So anyone can be an entrepreneur. So a correction to this myth can be like, anyone can be an entrepreneur as long as you have the mindset, and you are wanting to be an entrepreneur, or you want to bring value to something or add value to something.
That's right.
Okay, that's a nice one. A quote by Richard Branson once said, "You don't need a university degree to become a successful entrepreneur. What you do need is drive, determination, and a strong work ethics."
Yes, very correct.
So now we are taking another myth that says, you only live once, spend now. You only live once, spend now. What's your take on this myth?
I think this myth actually limits future options, while some people will just focus on living and spending recklessly without planning their future. They don't think about tomorrow, they just live like in the limited life, just to spend and to finish what they have, because they don't even know whether, they don't focus on planning of tomorrow. You just spend and live like that.
In life, you have to enjoy life. But when you are enjoying your life, you need to plan. You need to have plans so that to make your future balance.
Okay, just to add to what you said, like, I don't really agree with what you said, that because you will only live once and then you start spending recklessly. Okay, what about future plans? Don't you have future for your children? Like, really, don't you have future if it's a man that is married and has children, don't you have future for your children, your wife, for the future? At least if you think, there's no possibility of living. What about your families? I think that is a very wrong mindset, thinking maybe because we just live once. Yes, we all live once. One day everybody will die. You get, but you even at that, nobody's going to live here forever. So, but even at that, God created us so that we can enjoy life, and at the same time, when we are enjoying life, we need to plan. If you finish everything today and you can't live rich tomorrow, what you go can't chop. So it's very okay that that we plan ahead, plan for ourselves, and also plan for our generations.
We have to plan for our life, yes. But sometimes you use money to get money. When you use money before you get the bigger money, you understand? Like now you have maybe, you are getting maybe 50,000. So maybe you can use 30,000 inside the 50,000. Then that 30,000 will bring 100,000 for you. That's what I mean. You use money to get money.
I think what she's trying to say is, instead of spending recklessly, why don't you use that money and invest and get more money?
Yes.
Invest for your family, your future.
And one thing I will also add is that true enjoyment for this life comes when you have actually achieved something reasonable, when your bank account is booming and you can sleep and close your eyes. If you're spending recklessly without any reasonable plan, or more, that one is not enjoyment though. I don't see that as enjoyment.
Yeah, that is not enjoyment, because you have to plan for your life.
So we only live once as a mate. Like, there was one post I once saw that someone said that I don't chop the money where I get to and I never die. So after you have finished spending everything you have, you still start again and keep finding what you have. So how this makes disempowers is that it makes people think that like you don't have much time to live on this earth, so you spend what you have. So instead you should like invest so you can still enjoy every day. So instead of living for once, you can invest your money and live more ahead. So plan for your future, because after you even die self, like life still goes on. So other people you are living for a purpose, not just for living yourself. You are living for a purpose, just for living sake. Yeah.
That's a good contribution. Yeah, like this quote by Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
One said that do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving.
Correct.
Hi guys, thank you for listening to our podcast. The money myths we must kill. I hope this discussion has imparted a lot on you. Thank you so much, and I hope this will boost your financial life and it will change your narrative.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.